1, 2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. I just gotta, let's see here, I gotta pull, oh, almost forgot, I gotta plug in the external display. 1, 2, 3,
all the way
testing,
over
testing, 1, 2,
here
3,
this
testing,
time.
testing. I just gotta, let's see here, I gotta pull,
Here we are.
okay. I'm gonna plug it into here. There we go. Let's just run. Really going? Oh, wait. Hold on a second, everybody. I just plugged in this external display. Let's see if I can access the settings real quick. A moment. Let me just see here for a moment. Okay, now it's just constantly going back and forth. Let me try plugging into here. Hold on a second. Okay. Alright, I think the problem stops now. Just move my cursor over here. Okay, everything seems good. Alright. 3, 2, 1, let's get this going. Hello everybody, Grant here from the vtuber channel, and welcome to... Okay. Yep, and welcome to my first ever stream. Welcome to my first stream from March of 2025, where things were pretty hectic because at the start of this month, my previous laptop went on the fritz, and basically what happened was I was just looking around what some of the places of my hometown were like, town, were what they looks like, out of curiosity, and then suddenly my laptop's screen stops working. It just turns to a black lit screen, you know, like, the screen's turned on, but it's just showing nothing at all but black. So I try everything I can, Control-Alt-Delete and so on. I'm forced to hard shut off my computer completely. Just hold down the power button and wait for it to completely shut off fully. And then when I turn it back on, the power button, the power light on my laptop blinks in, if I remember correctly, it blinks red twice and then blue 3 times. And upon looking it up, the problem my old laptop then was having was it had issues with its RAM, and that was a big problem because the RAM inside it is soldered in. Yeah, so previously the laptop I used until like this month was an Alienware X15R1 that I had since 2022. Pretty powerful gaming laptop for a starter gaming laptop. Even then, that wasn't the first gaming laptop I've had. But the big problem with it was it had only 16 gigabytes of RAM, and with the RAM being soldered in, you can't change that out without getting like some kind of professional to remove it. And even then, there's the potential you could void the warranty. on it if it wasn't expired by then. So yeah. Although, I also checked a lot last night to make sure I had all my mods installed back into place. And it turns out with Plant Zoo, I think by default, the saves you have are saved to your Steam account, so that's nice. I actually copied them over from my old hard drive to see if they would copy me in case, but no. Although the problem is with this new laptop, right now at least, I'm back to just 1 terabyte for my C drive rather than 2. But I have plans to work around that because I've recently inherited an older desktop that ran Windows 10 from my father, because he recently got a new desktop computer, and for me that's a godsend. Because like I have a plan now where I plan on installing a Linux distro, because I want to fully switch over to Linux by the end of this year. That's something of a New Year's resolution I made for myself. Originally, I was going to do that with I wasn't sure about how to exactly do it at first because I got the hand-me-down desktop. I was like, okay, I'll boot up Linux on that. I'll see which distro works best for me, because I'm still thinking about which one to try out first. And then once I'm fully decided, I will transfer everything to. I will then put and install fully. I'll get rid of Windows on my laptop and then put the Linux distro on that. One big problem with that but then the whole thing about my laptop going on the fritz happened. That happened on March 3rd, I believe. Yeah, March 3rd. So I had to order a new laptop, which is what I'm using right now. This is the Asus TUF Gaming laptop. The Asus TUF Gaming A16 laptop, Advantage Edition, with both an AMD CPU and GPU, with 2 spaces for NVMe solid-state drives that were, one of which was the one that came with it. The other one that's in it right now is the media drive, the 1 terabyte media drive I had in my old laptop. I just took it out and put it back into there, and it had really no issues at all. The main issue I had was just transferring a bunch of the stuff from my old C drive over, which was a little tricky at first, but I had to basically clean up the old C drive with some software or whatever. But long story short, that's been fixed. And as you can see here so far, like Plant Zoo is now running smoothly. Like I don't see any slowdown, because with this laptop, not only is the RAM interchangeable, but it came packaged with 32 gigabytes of RAM. So the Windows bloatware is not going to be a huge problem anymore. And granted, it'll be less of a problem even more once I switch fully over to Linux, which I'm hoping to do by the end of this year, because it's going to be a gradual process, which I'm hoping to start this summer by choosing a distro. I'm currently looking at Linux Mint, but again, that might not be the final choice. I've also heard a lot of good things about Fedora, and it wasn't Bazzite, but it's like either Linux Mint or Fedora. Because I'm looking for something that's has a UI very similar to Windows. You can install things very similar to Windows. You don't have to rely entirely on an app store, so to speak. You don't have to one where you don't have to interact with a terminal a lot. One that has at least some privacy features, at least the bare bones privacy features, obviously, where you don't have to register an account with it. Windows. And finally, something that's good for both gaming and content creation. Like, I heard Linux Mint's sort of like the basic starter distro, so I might try that. And what I'm thinking is, like, instead of tossing out this desktop I now have next to me, that I'm not using yet, but still, I'm thinking is I might install a different distro on that, and handle my main stuff on here, because right now I have Plant Zoo installed in this laptop, TF2, Team Fortress 2 Classified. What else? Oh yeah, I also got Pal World on here. Like the main, like, and Gary's mod, of course, Minecraft, I believe. I also want to put Hytale on here as well once I play that game. Like the simulators and the sandbox games I want to save for this laptop, whereas all the other stuff, like the Spider-Man games and those types of games, I want to have on like the desktop, where I'll put like a 2 terabyte hard drive in and such. Because the sandbox games are ones I want to have at short notice, ones I'll be able to play quickly and conveniently, whereas the stuff I can bust out, that I can bust out the desktop for, I can use that. Granted, there seems to be like an old graphics card for the desktop lying around in the basement or something, but I'm not sure if that'll be good enough. Again, I'm not going to really get into that until later on in this spring at the earliest, because I got a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm about to change jobs, change day jobs in via IRL stuff. Like my last day of my current day job's like this week, upcoming week, and I'll be switching to something that pays better, and it has probably better job security too. So that'll be great. But yeah, so right now though, this is the Zany Zoo build. For those who don't know, this is basically the final build of this is meant to look like a TF2 Team Fortress 2 control point map, but as a Planet Zoo map build and such. So like basically the way this control point map would work is very non-linear in the sense where each team starts off with their spawn the control point nearest their spawn room, but then they can capture the other three in any order they want. Just so long as all three are captured, then they gain access to the final control point on the enemy side, so to speak. But yeah, so like, yeah, basically this is like a very long-term work in progress. I want to have this done by the end of the year, in time for when Planet Zoo 2 comes out, if that hasn't been delayed yet. Actually, you know what? I want to see real quick. Has Planet Zoo 2 been delayed at all? I wouldn't be surprised if it has due to like the RAM crisis. Out of curiosity, because I heard, like, it's coming in 2026, late 2026, I believe. But let's see here. I actually wanted to come out next year, so I have more time with this first game, because I missed out a lot. Because Planet Zoo came out in 2019, and I didn't start playing until about 5 years later, and that was I really do regret that. Because Planet Zoo 2 was confirmed in it was in November 2025. So yeah. Yeah, because like if they gave us like a release date for this game in like if this game gets released in like late 2026, part of me would be like, are you serious? I haven't been even playing the first game for like the first 2 years. Granted, I was missing out a lot, but still, I really want Planet Zoo 2 to come out in like 2027, just so like people like me could have a bit more time to have my fun with this first game. Then I have other games to get through as well, the backlog, and so on. Again, like this past year of mine was completely derailed when I got laid off from my original day job, and then long story short, there, I was in a mad rush to try and find, because the job market is pretty much shit right now, so I had to basically settle for something. After 6 months, I picked it, and now I'm moving on to a different day job that will pay me a bit more, but also fits my degree a lot better as well. That too. So yeah. But anywho, the Zany Zoo thing is, I have like a spreadsheet with me here for this. All the animals exhibited in this are supposed to be referenced in Team Fortress 2 in some sense. So like, I believe if I take a look at this correctly, like the manatee is referenced in a comic, saltwater crocodiles in Mountain Lab? No, that's not what it's called. Mercenary Park. Yeah, I think that's the right name of the map. Kangaroos, wallabies, koalas, the koala compact, and so on. Saxon Hale's line of, jumping around like a kangaroo won't help you, and so on. So basically that kind of stuff. And like, this is supposed to be like the tropical house, sort of, but the house was never built. I haven't really touched this save since that last Zany Zoo live stream because things were so hectic. But again, I want to try, and what I want to do is at least get at least one outdoor enclosure done this stream. That would be very nice. And if we have some time at the end, I actually want to go back and check on another like abandoned Planet Zoo project of mine, because that was abandoned due to lagging issues. Let's see what I got here though. So, leopard, tiger, thylacine. American bullfrog. No, the bullfrog's already in. The bald eagle's going to be for the aviary. Polar bear's going to be for like an Arctic house. Like again, like the central control points within a building. So I want like this control point and this control point to both be outdoors. So I'm wondering if maybe I perhaps place maybe no, I want to try this. I haven't really built in this area of the zoo at all. So let's try this. But first, I need to actually, let's see here. That was built as part of the, It looks awkward without the, Also, this, I'm getting a feel for, I'm, like, feeling the, the laptop, like the dash on my laptop, and it just is so much cooler than my older one. This thing is powerhouse fans. Like, again, this is an Asus laptop. It cost me over $1,000, a little under 1,500, like about 1,500. I actually paid for most of it, you know, because this is the laptop I want to use at least until like until 2032 or something, you know. But, yeah, so, for now, though, let's see what we got here. Construction, terrain. Like, I kind of want to put the, okay, so maybe there, or, like, I want to try, okay, yeah, no, I want to try and build over here. Maybe, you know, let's see, yeah, reticulated giraffe's one of them. Quagga, okay, the quagga was referenced in, like, TF2 comics, Cold Day in Hell. Well, the reticulated giraffe was also referenced in Cold Day in Hell comic, so there's that. I think I'll group them together. Yeah. Actually, maybe not there. Actually, I think I'm gonna put some predators in, but, okay. I think actually I'll go for one right here. Yeah, that looks good. So I think or maybe right here's a decent spot, right? Yeah. So we got legs of tiger, polar bear. Polar bear I want to save for something else. Okay, so, yes, so I think, or Grey Wolf, actually. Let's try Grey Wolf. Yeah. this is, like, if you look here, there's a decent curve over here. But most zoos, actually, they wouldn't put their predators near the front entrance. That's a bad idea. That'd be more like the farm-type stuff, really. You know what? Let me take a look at the, Albuquerque Zoo. What's it called? Give me a moment. I want to use that for reference. Okay. Okay, so Albuquerque Biopark Zoo. I need to find a map of that. Let's build a map. Let's find the map of that. What? August 2025 map? Yeah, sure. Let's look at that really quick. So looking at the main entrance there and such. Okay. Looking at that as a reference. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Okay, Exmoor Pony, Pony Express, that's a cosmetic. I'm actually thinking, you know what, let's get something near the farm area done first, because with that, if I look here... Okay, so let's see here. So, Exmoor Pony, that would be in the farm area alongside domestic chickens and domestic goats. So, let's see here. Gotta be careful though, because the Zoopedia of modded animals can crash the game, so... okay, looking again at that one visitor's map. I'm thinking somewhere right around here's a good spot. So, I'm going to just, firstly, okay, so I'm going to make this nice and small, so, I could probably get a walk-through enclosure as well. So yeah, small guest gate, right here. Now, let's see here. Let's just go to here and then wood logs. Okay, okay. Climbable, not watertight. Hedge. Yeah, I want to play it safe just in case. Yeah, so let's just, how do you... Oh. Okay, gotta make sure that this is, just gotta make sure it's carefully aligned there. Okay, and now just, let's see. Trying to make sure this has some decent level of this map has some decent level of symmetry to it. So, while this is with this made, I'll have to create something similar on this side, probably, which I kind of did. Yeah, decently enough with that pond, salty pond. Here, I don't think the goats would be able to kill the mercs, nor the ponies, but let me try this here. Get that done. Now it's just, let's go to get a chain link fence there. Okay, let's see how big this is. Oh, almost forgot, I gotta get the, habitat gate here. Wooden habitat gate, obviously. And now just, get a staff path. Come on. All right. Natural park. Okay, let's just have it go around here. 2, 3, 4, 5, There we go. A little farm path. This is something the mercs can run into while they're dealing with... I can already imagine, like, this is going to be a favorite place for snipers, as you'll see shortly. But first, let's see how big this is. Okay, that is about... Okay, let's see. Let me go to the Plant Zoo Wiki really quick. And see just how much a domestic goat would require. In terms of space at minimum. Which one is it? Goat climbing mountain? No, these are all wild goats. I need to find the domesticated caparine. Alpine goat. Garden animal pack. 390 plus another 25 meters. Yeah, this should be more than enough space. So now, let's just change the terrain here. Because I want to at least get at least 2 enclosures done. Whoa, not what I wanted. By the end of the stream. So let's see here. Nope, not what I wanted. Okay, so actually let's get 2 male goats. Actually, let's go to, where is it? Right. Nope. Nope. Quarantine. Research center. You know what? I can handle it later. Let's see here. Let's go to here, Animal Market. Alpine goat. Let's get 2 females and 1 male. Okay, now let's get the Exmoor pony. Please don't crash on me. I am going to be very mad if that's the case. A male and a female. And finally, chickens. The Sussex chicken. They barely require any space at all, don't they? Obviously. 200 meters at minimum? Jeez. Okay, let's see here. Pet, custom seizure, pet. Okay, let's grab them. Now, let's just get some... Start off with basically light soil. Intensity, let's just raise that a bit. Go. Alright, do I have those requirements on? Hold on a minute. No, it's not it. Settings. Game. Terrain collision, graphics, interface, controls, sandbox, animal settings, life cycle, water cleanliness, terrain need. Yeah, I turned off plant need. Enable hard shelter, enable food spoiling. You know, I'm going to turn it off. Stress. I want it to be looking like some kind of actual working zoo, but like Marasmus has to owns the place and has to close it on the weekends or whatever, so the mercenaries can duke it out there or something. A little screwed up, I know, but that's meant to go with TF2's brand of dark humor in a way, so to speak. Now let's also get some rough rock here and a bit of smooth rock. Now it's also now it's time to raise the incline there. Whoa, not what I wanted. How do I paint? Auto paint. Selected. There we go. Now, let's just get some grass in here as well. The large fruit trough, that will go right there. Large water bowl, that can go right here. Actually, it can go right up here. Secure goat, species, Sussex chicken. Wait, does it actually have like a, yes it does. Okay, go. Okay, actually, let's see here. Coop shelter. We'll place that right there for the chickens. Yeah, I don't think I'll be high enough for the goat. The goats can't make that leap. Now we just gotta get one of these little, let's see here. Now just turn this aside right here. Let's get some bedding on there. Hopefully this doesn't intrude on their privacy too much. Now I think about it, this... I mean, yeah, like I said, though, I can already imagine snipers just camping out on here. Here, just picking off the entire team. Don't worry, there'll be like trees and such to handle that issue in the final release of this. Like, I'm not going to actually turn this into a real TF2 map. It's just meant to be sort of like a mock, similar to like those Lego mocks, I guess. You get the picture. But yeah, so now let's go to enrichment items, a little climbing mount. That's it. I could have just used this the entire damn time. Really could have. Actually, yeah, the Go climbing mountain actually does fit the TF2 look a bit better, so... There, yeah, this one's a lot smaller, too. It'd be a little harder for snipers to climb up as well, so... Probably be more balanced from a gameplay perspective, too. Which reminds me, power. Oh crap, I forgot about the power. No, I think I already have that configured in the settings already, so I don't need to worry about that. Mud wallow, let's see here, food enrichment, toys, grab ball, rubbing pillar, there we go. How's it obstructed? Right. Okay, I don't know why they would need to... on. second thought, let's go with can I go with one of these at least? Come on, there's gotta be a way to... herb scent marker. You know what, screw it, scratching post it is. Not sure why. It gotta be here somewhere. I know. I'll place it there, and then I'll just move it right to... joke's on you, game. Okay then, I legit thought that would work. Let's see here. Screw it. That'll do. Looks a little bit like an eyesore, but whatever. Okay. Actually, ooh, grazing ball feeder. Let's try that instead. Got the ball back! Okay. And, melon? Sure, why not? Alright, now let's get some nature in here. Continent, North America. Let's go to some, let's see here, biome, grassland and desert. Oh, creosote bush. The goats would make quick work of this. Let's also get just one tree here, just one tree. Joshua tree? Are Joshua trees native to New Mexico or not? I gotta make sure. I can't remember that from the I can't entirely remember that from the previous stream. Joshua tree. I'm not talking about the Hebrew Bible figure. Joshua tree, Joshua tree, Joshua tree, Joshua tree. Joshua tree, nope. That's not it. Here we are. It's only found in California, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona, so that fails. Let's see here, what can I try here? Tree, Joshua tree, Joshua tree, Joshua. I was just checking the stream preview as well. Oregon pipe cactus. Oregon pipe cactus maybe? Native to Mexico, United States. Let's see here. Arizona. Going back to here, I would say Weeping Willow. Oh, wild hedgerow? Yeah, that'll work. Some privacy. Manzanita. Zanita. Wait, I mistyped it. New Mexico and United States. Okay, let me take a look here. Yeah, sure, whatever. That'll work. There we go. That looks nice. Now we just got to get the animals in and see just where I screwed up. So, where are they at? First of all, they all got to go into quarantine. I've had this game paused the entire time because I want to get us all, I don't want the timetable to pass too much, you know? So, quarantine, right there. Let's see how things go. Come on, caretakers, let's go. We're burning daylight here. It's kind of weird to have these Egyptian fruit bats just flying about. And yes, these bats do reference the TF2 cosmetic, the guano cosmetic. I'm not sure if that's Scream Fortress, like Halloween exclusive, but still. There's our little platypus. There he is. Oi! He needs to be fed. That's it. Up to. Let's go. Also, I have the invisible barriers up, so that's why the salties aren't crossing over. Wait, are there any food bowls in this, or... I don't think there are. What the hell? What's going on there? Okay. One water bowl. Of course, has to be obstructed by something. And one small food tray. Right... here. Let's try this now. Just gotta wait for them to get through all of them to get through quarantine. Then we can place them in the enclosures. In their enclosure, and hopefully I got this right. Not in the ideal temperature range, let's see what I can do to fix that. Temperature. Okay, there we go. Not in the ideal temperature range. That is a little too hot. Let's just lower it down to 29. There we go. Not its ideal temperature either. Yeah, also these manatees are based off, like, the gray seal, so that's why they go onto land, even though they're really not supposed to. Let's see here. Okay, I don't see the issue here. Temperature. Ammo's too hot. Okay. Let's see. Temperature. That is a little hot. Okay. I can fix that. Oh, getting treated, huh? Okay. Let's take a look at the rest. Okay, all but Oscar are ready, so let's move them here. I'll name this enclosure the barnyard. Diseased animal, huh? Where? I don't see it. How's the temperature for you now? I don't get why this thing is... Okay, that'll explain it. Let's turn this thing all the way down. You want it cold? I'll make it real cold for you. There we go. Let's try that. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Let me figure this out real quick. Water temperature facility building. Oh, that's great. Water temperature facility building. Let's see here. Water temperature regulator. Okay, let's see here. How the hell do I make this work? So I need to... Oh, temperature you've chosen for in the facility. Okay, gotta turn this off real quick so I know what I'm doing. Alright, right here. Okay, and now let's also just get a quick... let's get a quick path going here. Right here. Not stone path, that's a tile path, yeah. Damn it. And now, just gotta... You're joking, right? Come on, come on. Ugh. 2nd thought. Beep, beep. Yeah, that ruins the path, though. I'm gonna ignore that mistake with the Okay, yeah, I can't. Let's try this instead. Okay, so now let me just raise this temperature. Okay. For staff path, let me just get that. Staffing, like so, and now just, okay, they want it to be, yeah, let's just lower the, temperature. Let's try that. My God. Okay, it's not. This isn't working right. Let's see here. Is the menu next to the power generator isn't working? Every body of water that is within its race will have the same temperature you've chosen in the temperature facility. Okay. Well, okay, I don't want it to be that far ranging. Let's just shrink it down to that. Yeah, that should help out a little bit. There we go. Now let's see how they're doing. Hard shelter. Okay, hard shelter. Let's see here. Enrichment. I'm looking for the chickens, that's a problem. Hard shelter, huh? Need more hard shelter? I can give it to you. Okay, let's get one more here. That looks awkward, but it can suffice. Actually, no. Indian peafowl. Oh, the boom sling died. That's a shame. I can offer one more shelter. Chickens. Alright, now let's just see here. Let me just get something. Alright, terrain. Sand. Okay, there's too much. Not enough sand. Okay. X more pony. There's not enough long grass. Too much rock. And for the goats are actually pretty good right now. But you need a bit more sand and a bit more rock. Okay. Yep, that's good there. Okay, there's too much long grass. Okay, let's see here now. Not enough long grass, huh? That's what I have to do for now. It's not great, but it's adequate. Yeah, that will do for now. Yeah, like all the extremities and such, all the miscellaneous stuff, like display signs, like info signs and so on, that will come probably at the end at low welfare. Oh boy, what do we have here? Oh my. Social health. Not many left, huh? Let's see here in a second. Oh, no wonder. There's actually an overcrowding issue. Okay, let's just see here. Trade center, come on. There we go. Alright, that's been handled. Now there shouldn't be as much overcrowding. Cleanliness. Somebody's gotta clean it up. Bullfrogs are fine. Anacondas are fine. Humidity is too high. Let's turn down the humidity a bit. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Alright, looks good. This is also the first time I'm really using an intensive game to test these AMD graphics processors out with, and so far, they're handling Plant Zoo pretty well. Like, the GPU I have with this is the AMD Ryzen 7000 Series 7. So, yeah. Pretty up to date, and of course, it's actually a tiny bit faster than its NVIDIA equivalent. Albeit minorly, but still. Yeah. Alright. Okay, that's been sufficiently emptied. Just gotta get these last 3 in here. And, yeah, after that, we got about 30 minutes left for this stream. Oh. Good on you, Vet, or it's, Rosalind. Let's get him. Wait, okay. Social. Okay, why is that? Because you're always teaching yourself, stop doing that. One for you. One for you. Now get in there. Come on. There you go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. This also reminds me of how there needs to be a water, water treatment, yeah. There we go. Oh, it's handling all of those. Okay. I could work with that. Okay. There we go. Alright, that looks good. Okay, so I want to try and see... Okay, now that we got that handled. Yeah, so there's a decent symmetrical split. I don't want to start building one of the two enclosure layouts yet, so I think we'll move on to implementing a predator. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm thinking we might be able to try it with this. Yeah, maybe put the wolves there or something, or... let's see here. There's the Atlas tortoise from Unhappy Returns. I think the Atlas tortoise is Megalocles, right? Yeah, the largest tortoise to ever live. Yeah, Megalocles, actually, that's what it's called. I think I'll. I could try implementing Megalocles here. Right next to this, or. I'm actually thinking I'll put a predator right, one big cat there, right next to the base, or actually, let's see, how does it look on that one zoo map? African savanna section would be needed. I'm actually thinking maybe, like in the Albuquerque, so like for example, like in the case of like the Albuquerque Zoo, Albuquerque Biopark Zoo, you know, they have the big cats in both like the carnivore section and Asia section. So I could probably oh yeah, and in Africa of course with cheetahs there and such. I could try that with this. So let's see here. Oh, hello, CM94 returns 19. Yeah, so again, this is a very long-term work in progress project. I just got this finished, this part of it done. At least the main parts of it. I want to put in one more critter, probably a predator. You know what? I think I'll place it right, you know, here. This looks pretty good. Yeah, I'll place it right. And this is meant to be an outdoor control point, so what I'm probably going to do is I'll probably place it right along here. Yeah. Or actually, so if I get the symmetry right. Yeah. So I think I'll place the, either the tiger or the leopard here. So, I got a better idea. Actually, I think I'll put in some markers in case if I ever get around to working on this off stream. Because I actually want to visit somewhere else first before ending the stream at 8. So, let me see here. Granted, the stream itself starts 16 minutes late, but I work early tomorrow, so yeah. Don't want the stream to go on for too long. So, let's see what we got here. Okay, let me just go to statues. Armor leopard, yeah, sure. I'll place alphabet marker here. Temporary markers. So, do I have one for tigers? Yes, I do. Siberian tiger. Hold on a second. Which tiger? Like, I know Siberian tigers and Bengal tigers are actually the same species, part of the mainland Asian tiger, but still. Just the label is just tiger. Okay, then. In that case, actually, I think I'll place a tiger here, because I want the ice house to be kind of here. I want a different house to be right here. Like, the ice house would be, like, for the Yetis, penguins, and polar bears. Whereas right here, first of all, I want to get the leopard here. So, leopard. Let's put the armor leopard as a placeholder marker. So let me just take a look here. Probably where, like, the African savanna might go. Yeah, it's probably... Actually, no, the aviary. That's where I would place it. Yeah, the aviary. Actually, leopards are very good climbers, so that'd be a PR disaster if that got loose. So let's actually... Actually, no. Ice House will go here then, next to Armor Leopards. And Tigers will go next to the aviary. That makes a bit more sense to me. Yeah, for a bit of symmetry still. Yeah. Actually, if that's the case, I want to get some more markers here to indicate this for me. So let me just try and find... Okay, let me just go back to the statues real quick. Okay, so leopards there. Okay. I need like the freezing house or something. Oh, ice statues. Yeah, there we go. That'll work perfectly. Near perfectly. Yeah, the polar bear. I could place that here as a marker. Bird. Birds of the World mod. Bald eagle. I'll place that right here. Also place a hyacinth macaw. And yeah, that'll work. Yeah, so that's shaping up pretty good so far. The wolves. Where would I put the wolves? I actually want to try this real quick, so let me try and type in wolf. There we go. So yeah. New World, timber wolf, bronze, stone actually. So the stone wolf, so the wolves. For the sake of symmetry, I'm thinking the wolves can go here. Okay, yeah. So the thylacines, they would probably go over here, so I don't have anything for that. So the closest thing would probably be this bronze Timberwolf statue. That'll represent the thylacine, since it's sometimes called like the marsupial wolf or whatever, even though it's not a wolf. That's obvious. Duh. Tortoise? Yes, okay, so we got South African spur tortoise. Let's place that, yeah, placed it right there. That'll mark the, yeah, that'll mark that. The moose. The moose. Do we have any moose statues? Okay, deer. Reindeer, close enough. I'll place it right... Okay, so if the wolves need a large spanning habitat there, the African savanna can get its wide spanning habitat there. So the moose can go right here. And, you know, giraffe right there. Oh, that's a tiny statue. Anything bigger? No, that's too abstract. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So far, so good. That looks like a decent marker for things. Raccoons. Okay, raccoons we haven't implemented yet. The raccoons could probably go into, like, as a side piece for the aviary area. Oh, the dodo as well. Yeah, the dodo. The dodo could go into the aviary area, as well as the black rat and the black rat too. Where am I going to put them? The raccoons. Do we have any raccoon statues? Yes, we do. Stone raccoon statue can go right here. Okay. But there's a bit of a loss of symmetry. That'll have to do for now. Okay, so what else? So, this tortoise, quagga, the yeti goes in the ice house. Okay, yep, dodo, that goes with the aviary. The rats. Decorative small elephant. Okay. This conservation lily pad. Thinking, you know what? I'm thinking maybe we can put like the rats and raccoons in like a small building next to each other. Yeah, some of the symmetry is lost, but for the most part, I'd say this is pretty well handled. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So like, Big cat here, big cat there. Pathway house here, pathway house there. Enclosure here, enclosure there, enclosure here, enclosure there. There's a bit of symmetry lost here, but that's just because it's the entrance area. For the most part, I think things are largely handled. Yeah, that looks good. So now, let me just save this really quick. I have it saved under the name Team Fortress Zoo. And now I want to try some experimentation real quick. There's this old thing called a Pleistocene Preserve that I tried to create as like sort of like this weird animal sanctuary Pleistocene rewilding project for Planet Zoo, but that never went anywhere because the lag got way too bad. But now that I have this new laptop with 32 gigabytes of RAM and interchangeable RAM at that, I want to see if this will work. See if this will still chug, so to speak. Because that was a big problem with, like, say, Skylines as well. I tried to do a stream of that, and that became a disaster because it ate up all the RAM because my previous laptop had only 16 gigabytes, but with twice as much RAM now, I shouldn't have that much of an issue. And it was a miracle I got this laptop for as cheap as I did off of Newegg, considering the RAM crisis going on. Thanks, AI bro losers! Alright, come on. And my laptop feels a tiny bit warmer, but not too much. Still, I need to get a laptop stand, like an actual laptop stand. Just in case. Any moment now. Any moment. Okay, wait. It's loading now. It's loading. Mammals in the zoo will age 1.8 times slower than normal. Yeah, sure. Okay, wait. Whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, I'm already starting to see slowdown problems. If I go... Maybe that was just at the start, because, like, as you can see here, this was an attempt at placing rewilding type thing. You got your elks, your feral horses, your elephants. There we go, little peccaries even. You got your mules and such, even your zebras. The only problem is this thing, see how I made this like one colossal enclosure, as you can see here. The only problem is, see how it just sort of just like goes, it sort of chugs. I'm not sure if that's an issue with the engine now, with this game's engine. Also, fun fact, I actually built this, based this off like a real like area of Maryland, the geography of it. Like I imported in the map and such, you could tell by the jagged look. I can already tell this is running a lot better thanks to the 16 gigabytes of RAM. That very much is true. So I might actually be able to continue this project into 2027. But again, it's yet to be seen. Just wanted to experiment a bit more with that. And again, like, there's supposed to be, like, just a tiny tour area here with the Jeep, but the rest is kept off limits to the public, especially elephants, which can't get into this area here because they're shielded off from it. As you can see. Oh boy. Yeah, it's just taking the elephants their sweet time. Also named some of these elephants after ones that are actually at, like, the Smithsonian Zoo and such. Actually, they should be. Or maybe they're not, as well as in the Maryland Zoo, but I don't think that's the case right now. Maybe that was an error? Like, I'm not going to save any progress with this one. I'm just trying to see... I'm probably just going to experiment and see what works with this. Yeah. But I can already tell it's running so much better. No frame rate drops except at the very start. I got the white-tailed deer mod here. Yeah. Actually, do I actually have, like, some prehistoric megafauna mods as well, like the giant ground sloth? Actually, I don't. Huh. They are there though. Yeah, it's meant to be a big river for the elephants to cross and such. Elephants are competent swimmers, after all. So. Yeah, like, I wouldn't introduce predators into this habitat, of course, because of the ethics violations that would cause, but still. I mean, I could try putting wild boar in here as well, but, because realistically a few might bust in, but, yeah. Right now I'm just seeing what could work with this. You know, like, I actually have a beaver dam built way over here. It's meant to, like, hold a bunch of the water back. Hence why the river is even wider than actually would previously be. And such. And what I probably will do is try and, like, get, like, different enclosures for the predators around here and such placed, while having the beaver and moose area here. Again, like, it's going to be a bitch to get all the trees out here and such, all the foliage out there. And I'm hoping that, like, 32 gigabytes of RAM is enough for my laptop to handle. God forbid I have to upgrade to 64 gigs. Granted, I can do that with this laptop easily because the RAM is interchangeable, but still. Yeah, I think actually I have the habitat preference turned off for this reason. Oh, they're all and here we see the great migration of rescued animals and native deer alike. I also have most of some of these on, at least the exotics I have on, like, of course the elephants on, like, contraceptives, so they don't breed. Granted, in Pleistocene wilding, the elephants would of course have to breed, but that's a whole nother topic. What do we have here? Oh, is that just a female elk? Yep, I was right. Oh, so now you're going to go walk around the place. Yeah, of course I would have like cameras placed on this. Yeah, so this is probably a project I can now revive because my laptop can now handle the heavy load. Also put one zebra here. Oh, I'm curious. He's actually going to go to and play the enrichment items. I want to see before I end the stream. I want to take a look and see if that's the case. So I can look around here. I mean, a moose could probably do well here. There are little peccaries again. I mean, wild boar could probably dig their way into this sanctuary, feasibly speaking, in terms of feasibility. Okay, I'm not going to save my progress here, I'm just admiring the beauty of this. I guess it wouldn't hurt to mess around at first. Let me see here. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to save my progress for this. I'm just doing this out of curiosity. Oh, plains bison. I forgot about these guys. Well, I'm not even putting these guys in quarantine. I just want to send them right to here, out of curiosity, just to see them frolicking around, and then I'll end out the stream. And this for also, I forgot to mention, combo fauna is still being worked on as we speak. There's no need to worry about that. It's just progress was slowed down by the laptop kerfuffle, but that's been handled now. And with this, I'm going to be able to fully switch over to DaVinci Resolve. I'm pretty much done with Movavi Video Suite. I haven't edited on that in a long time because of, I've been just busy with these streams and such. So my next edited video is going to be done with DaVinci Resolve, like the next update video, as a test, so to speak. Also, with the 32 gigs of RAM, I could finally probably try out these guidelines later this year for real. I'm surprised I haven't added bison yet. That guy's gonna move around, or just gonna act like some weird chimera. game just froze on me. Please don't. There we go. Oh. Right though. Well, that was awkward. Yeah, it's kind of a glitch that seems to happen whenever a bunch of these animals are released at once into this giant enclosure. But yeah, that's going to be it for this stream, I feel. It's already 8 o'clock. I don't know what I'm going to be streaming next time. I might go back to Techno Babylon, since I was really enjoying that point-and-click adventure. But yeah, I also have heard that Feud 2 might be coming out later this month as well. But yeah, that'll be it for me for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, goodbye everybody.